Hello and welcome to this video tutorial from me, Calder John of CryptoCentral.com, a Telegram group where we trade together, look after each other, help each other, give each other tips and tricks, and also undertake the odd group buy to get ourselves a decent discount on software. So this is one of those group buys. We've been dealing with a chap called LoneSomeTheBlue, who is a wizard developer on the TradingView platform, and he's kindly offered us a great deal on a package of 3 of his indicators: Trendlines Pro, Trendlines for Indicators Pro, and Harmonic Patterns Pro. All 3 indicators work together. You're looking at them on the screen now, although that's a specific layout for our forum. So, when we share charts, I like to share them in this format with as much information on screen at one time as possible. I'm going to make this brief, so I'll run through these quickly. Harmonic patterns are detected by this software and listed up here. Harmonic patterns work hand in hand with Elliott wave principle, which is a thing, trust me. So as the chart rolls on, this is mask. I'm looking at only 1 minute here and it works. I can see there's a short available from 2307 to 2297. And also possibly, if it hits target 2228. Ignore the stop loss because I haven't got that set properly here. I don't like using the inbuilt stop loss. We've got an anti-crab pattern as well, and those patterns are here. And there's one here. There's the anti-crab there. Basically, they dictate where you're going and what you're doing in terms of price. We also have on screen Trendlines Pro, which gives me details on the uptrend and downtrends in real time. It changes and adapts to the price action. Essentially, what you've got here, once you install these 3 indicators on TradingView, is instant, professional, accurate TA at your fingertips. I've not asked for somebody else's advice or help on trading for at least the last 3 weeks, which is the time I've been using these indicators. I had 11 winning trades in a row the other day. I'm not trying to sell it to you, but it's incredible. I'll give you details of how you can obtain this at the end of the video. It does involve joining our Telegram trading group, but you'll be pleased to know it's a free group. It doesn't cost you anything. We'll talk about that more at the end. Harmonic patterns there. Uptrend, downtrend details are there in this table. At the moment, we only have an uptrend. There are 3 of them, 3 individual uptrends, and here are the details. They're all strong. Down in the bottom left is the other part of this indicator, and it gives me an idea of the trend over the last 50, 100, 150, and 200 bars. If it's green, it's an uptrend. I think if it's white, it's a strong uptrend. If it's red, it's a downtrend. Bars, which you'll see here, age, that's in bars, and bars are detailed here. Bars are just basically your time frame. So if you're on the 1 minute time frame and it says 10 bars, it's 10 minutes. If you're on the 15-minute time frame and it says 10 bars, it's 150 minutes. Simple as that. Right, that's everything there. We've got a custom MACD here with trend lines drawn against that as well. You'll see them there. Very useful. Gives you an idea of which way that's going. And also down here, the RSI. Again, forget the layout. You'll see the proper layout in a second. The RSI also has trend lines, and you can see that we're trending slightly downwards with that RSI, and that would agree with the short call here. The indicator says 2.297. So where are we? This is an Elliott wave indicator. It's built into TradingView, and I will show you that in a moment. That indicator's telling me that this wave B will end at 2312. The Harmonic Patterns Pro indicator is telling me that the target is actually 2.297 and 2.305. So let's have a look here. Yeah, we're getting there. That's adapting in real time. So 2.305 is, boom, at the bottom of the trend line there. And it's just found something else. It's found me a long at 2.318, which means, yes, we are going up to 2.318 after all of this. There's a double top popped up as well. That's saying 2.31. Yep, that agrees with that. Without further ado, anyway, I hate that saying, but I'm going to say it. Let's get started. Open a new window. and a new chart. And we'll create a new one. Let's see what coin it comes up with. It should be, oh, it's mask. There we go. I use Heikin-Ashi candles, by the way. Doesn't make too much difference to the indicator. I just like the way they look. Ordinary candles, Heikin-Ashi candles. You can see the trend far more clearly with these. Okay, so you've started a new chart. First thing to do is get rid of any indicators that are already on the screen, and I've got my screen set up to hide everything, so just give me a second. Remove indicators, we'll do that. Okay, so go to your indicators box, and you want to add the Elliott Wave chart pattern, Harmonic Patterns Pro, which will only appear once we've arranged for you to be invited for a 2-week trial, at which point you can decide to buy or not buy at the end of it. Want that one. And then we also want Trendlines Pro, which is that one. Similarly, you need to be invited to see it appear in this screen. And Trendlines Pro for indicators, we want to click that once and twice and close that window. Okay, so the indicators have all popped up. What we'll do very quickly is set them up. I'm not necessarily going to run through how or why to use them, but as you can see, at the moment, my screen is a bit of a mess. Okay, you don't do anything with the RSI. Leave that as it is. And as you can see, this line here indicates when a trend line has been broken and crossed, as does this one, which is very useful. We can see what the RSI has been doing. This line indicates a downtrend. Firstly, double click the top RSI and change that to MACD. Leave everything as it is there, except for, no, leave that as it is. Down we go, a bit more. I think that's probably, no, that's not quite it, because we haven't really got an RSI, have we? Those are alerts that you can set up, really useful. You can be away from the system and you'll get an alert. You know, price has crossed out of the trend line and back into it or wherever. It's very, very good. Right, show indicator name, we'll keep that. Show MACD histogram. So watch. There's our histogram for our MACD. One thing that I like to turn off, you may or may not want to, you get price labels on the charts. Now, usually it's set up as default. I can't see it here. Show, there we go. That's normally on as default, and that will give you, things take a little while because the TradingView servers have to run this, little callouts to tell you price labels. I don't use those. They don't give me anything that I can use. So press OK. Actually, before you do that, save as default and press OK. So we're all set there. Our RSI, as I say, didn't need looking at. Just adjust that. And I tend to bring that down and bring this down a little bit because it will get crowded otherwise. Okay, click on your indicator panel here in the top right, and you'll find that the indicator has either got a list of patterns or it hasn't. If it hasn't, you'll still see that top grey bit. So just double click and up come the options for that. You can mess about here. You need to read the help and understand it, but you can just leave it as it is and it will be fine. Let's keep going down and I'll just quickly talk you through the ones that I do change. Show active patterns in the panel. Normal. You can go tiny, small, or large. Here's small. Again, wait for it. There you go. That's useful, tiny in particular, if you're opening TradingView on a mobile. And let's take that back to normal. You can also move it around top, center, bottom, left, and right. Recommended entries and targets. This will normally be around about 40 and 95 as a default. I've changed mine because it's made it more accurate for me. So I've brought my target 1 down to 38%. And that means that that target there is denoted or defined from that number there. 2337, target 2. Entry level, 10% before the first target. And that, if I change this, it will change that. If I change these two, it will change these. We then move on to stop loss. I keep mine set at manual, And in here I have a 2, but if I change that number, it will change that again. You need to look at the other video, which I am currently putting together for the guy in the next few weeks, and that will tell you a bit more about that. All sorts of options there. Break even, trailing, default, etc. Okay, keep on going down. I unclick this one because it takes away, let's just go here. It takes away these little square markers. You might not be able to see them very well, but again, for me, they're clutter and I don't use them. Down again, you can have predictions on, but for me, there's enough factual information here not to bother, but it does predict possible upcoming patterns, which might be useful for you. Let's turn that off. And down a bit more. Pattern prediction. Search priority. Set it as standard. Patterns available to search. I did experiment with turning some of these on and off, thinking perhaps they're not as accurate as others, but you know, why not have as much information as is available? So I leave them all on. Alerts yet again. And show rates between values puts in some Fibonacci data, and you'll see it there. For me, it's clutter. XABCD labels. There, again, I keep that off because it's clutter for me. I changed the line style to dotted because it looks prettier and less cluttered. You got it. Right, keep coming down. Shaded patterns. I changed the transparency to 85, which makes it much nicer to look at. I changed pattern width to line width to 1, and I changed that one there to dotted. And that's everything I do for the settings in Harmonic Patterns Pro. Moving on then to Trendlines Pro. Double click any one of these indicators and you'll see here, this initially is set at just trend line, which I'm not keen on. I like these trend lines. That's just as it is out of the box. But what we'll do is change it back to trend line, trend channel with midline. And down we go. Don't touch anything here. This one needs a click. That's usually unticked. And that will show any broken trend lines as it does down below. Show market structure is how you turn on this little panel down on the left. I like to keep it there. I have it small, bottom left. Trend lines in a table there. Again, details there on how to set that. Here are your alerts. Again, extremely extensive. Price labels if you want them. For me, nah, they just look untidy. And many more options down here that I haven't even explored yet. Once you're done with all your options there, click that, save as default, and Bob's your uncle. Now, this is lovely, and you can just use it as it is, all you like, to your heart's content. But watch this. We've got an anti-crab pattern there, and I think I'd like to take that trade. But you know what? I just want to be sure it's going to work okay. So let's double click. Let's come down, click Show Statistics panel, move this over here, and wait for it to pop up. Anti-crab, anti-shark, anti-Gartley, anti-crab. Okay. Where's my statistics panel? There it is. Took a little while. Okay, it's not showing properly because of this. So let's just double click the screen and it will bring it up. What do we say? Anti-crab. We'll do that example. There it is. So that one appears on this particular chart over the last 2 years for this coin on this time frame 10 times. 8 times out of 10, TP1 has been hit. 6 times out of 10, TP2 has been hit. So I'm thinking, if it's a long, I'll take that. On the short side, it's appeared 14 times. It's been invalidated once. 12 have hit on TP1 and 7 on TP2. It's not bad all round, that one. Worth a go. And that is how you install and use Harmonic Patterns Pro, Trendlines Pro, and Trendlines for indicators. So I was going to tell you about Crypto Central. We're a Telegram group. We're at about 150 members right now. The group buys we do are fantastic. It doesn't cost you anything to join us. all you need to do is email us via the link in the description at the bottom of this video and tell us your Telegram username, and you'll be added to the group. You can come and say hello. We're a great bunch of people, all friends, no real rules other than be nice to each other. But better than that, the forum is packed full of trading experts. We've got Elliott Wave experts. We've got harmonic pattern experts, experts on everything you can imagine. And we all congregate in Crypto Central from all over the world. So on to what this would cost you if you wanted to buy it. Firstly, I'd advise you to install all 3 indicators and message LoneSomeTheBlue for a trial, and he'll give you a trial of these for a week. If you like them, you can go back to him and pay full price if you like, about $210, or you can come to us and buy via our group buy for all 3 indicators, $150. Now, that's $60 off. Ain't going to be sniffing at that, are you? It's a lifetime payment. You never pay again. The indicator's updated all the time. If you join Crypto Central, we'll support you with this and we'll help you. And we'll help you with 101 other things. If you don't want the indicators, have a think about joining us anyway. Secondly, last thing in the description there is our Mexi referral code. We love it as an exchange. It would help greatly if you're thinking about having a second exchange, first exchange, or moving. If you signed up using our link there, you'll get 10% off your fees for the first month within joining. And also there are daily giveaways in the form of crypto bonus cash and various other things. And I join those every day and I win at least every other day. Although I trade maybe $1 million a day because I use high leverage, I'm winning anything from $100 to $500 a week just for trading and doing what I normally do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope I haven't rattled on for too long. I have no idea how long this has taken, but let's hope we see you in Crypto Central. If not, let's just hope the information here has been useful.